Well, how's it going? I'm Mark Duffy. Welcome to my channel. On today's episode, I'm talking about two very similar tripods, yet very different tripods by Vanguard. Now, full disclosure, I am an ambassador for Vanguard Tripods. Have been since 2018. I have an absolutely phenomenal relationship with Vanguard. I love their products. I get on really well with them. This was actually a birthday present that they give me this year when I hit 35. They give me a tripod as my birthday present, and then they actually gifted my followers 35% off for the whole month of March. So I have a great relationship with these, and everything I'm going to be talking about with these tripods are all the positives that I find with these tripods. I will point out some of the stuff that I don't overly like. It's the same with any video that I do. I'll always point out the cons, but just know that I think these are the best tripods that they've released to date, bar none, because I have loads of their tripods. I have a full collection. So with that said, let's get into the review. So Vanguard have upgraded their top tier tripods for the VEO 3 Plus series, and in this series you can have two options, the VEO 3 Plus and the VEO 3 T Plus. The T meaning travel, and that's going to be the main difference between these two tripods, is that one is a travel, cheaper, lighter version of the main tripod. And as I was saying, they actually gifted me the VEO 3 Plus as a birthday present, and I've been really well impressed by it. But even then, when you look at the VEO 3 T Plus, there are quite a few differences in design, not only just in size, but some of the features in it are quite different. And I have to say, the features that are different on the T are what I prefer over the 3 Plus. Both of these tripods have very similar features, and we'll just go through those similarities first of all, and then we'll talk about the differences between the two of them. So they're both offering aluminium and carbon fiber editions. I've got the carbon fiber here. They've got rubber feet, which you can actually change into spikes as well, which comes in handy if you're on soft ground and you need to get extra stability in your tripod. I will say I've never used these before, but I wouldn't mind trying it. They do feature the twist lock system on the legs, though I would say that I actually prefer the old Ultra Pro series of the twist lock, because it was a single twist, it was open close open close. This is more you twist it a little bit, you don't have to twist too far for it to unlock. To the top of the legs, they've improved the locking system for changing the angle of the legs, so it's much easier to use even in cold weather, as I found issues with that in the past with other tripods. Then when we get to the center column, it's one of the features I've always loved, having first used Vanguard when I bought my first Ultra Pro 1 series. It's the center column. The fact that you can rotate your tripod 180 degrees. Most of them lock off at 90. This goes all the way, I think it even goes past 180 degrees. So it allows you to hang your camera upside down for an ultra low angle shot of, the possibilities are endless. For me, if I've ever used that shot, it's usually for kind of like a low angle macro shot or something along the lines of that, something that I just cannot get that low to. I'm going to rotate the camera around and get that shot. If we move up to the ball head, they are Arca Swiss ready, which means that they can accept any Arca Swiss mounting plate, which is so handy because it's such a universal system to use. Even the new Sigma 150 to 600mm for Sony has a built-in Arca Swiss foot. So it's really universal, really handy to use, and you get so many accessories for that. There is a big difference between the two tripods, and you'll see in the fact that the VEO 3 Plus has a 360 spin to the ball head, and this is great. You'll see a video I did before showing a hack for this, for using it for panoramas. I'll speak about that later in the video. Another feature on both of these is the upgraded rubber grips on the tripods, and as well as that, actually one of the legs on each of them will detach as a monopod. So you have a monopod option with these tripods, that if you're doing a sporting event and you don't need the tripod, you can unscrew the monopod section, take that there, take the ball head off, put it on the monopod. Golden, absolutely golden. And the final feature I want to talk about is the brand new multi-clamp that both of these tripods come with, which is the VEO MA1. This mounts onto your center column and allows you to hold a whole host of whatever you want, a second ball head, a monitor, anything that you can screw onto this, anything really at all. The options are ridiculous. I have to say, when I was getting the tripods and they had told me that this was going to be one of the key features coming with the new tripods, I was really excited. Actually, I have to be honest, I couldn't wait to use it, and it's so easy. Just unlock it, slide it on, lock it, there it is, doesn't move, and then you place whatever you want onto it. It couldn't be any easier. And you know, the design, that's one thing I actually didn't speak about yet, is the design. They've changed from the kind of gunmetal grayish blue to this black and chrome finish, which is just absolutely stunning. Like it's like pimp my tripod. The whole branding and everything. I think, you know, I'm a fan of companies with nice branding, and what they've done recently is really tasteful, I think. Let's focus now on the differences between the two tripods. Now, while the 3T Plus is a travel tripod and is a 4-section leg as opposed to a 3-section leg comparing against the 3 Plus, it is a shorter tripod overall. What I mean about that is when you fully extend the legs out of that and you fully extend the legs of the 3 Plus, you would need to extend the center column of the 3T Plus just to match the height of the 3 Plus, and then with the 3 Plus you can extend the center column even further again. So that's the main difference there. That's one of the things you forego with it being a travel tripod, is it needs to fold down a lot more, and how they do it is they shorten the legs. Now what happens there is obviously not going to be as sturdy as the 3 Plus, because the 3 Plus is going to have thicker, heavier legs. Now, while the 3T Plus is a travel tripod, it isn't as light as other travel tripods, which makes it probably one of the most sturdiest travel tripods out there, but it still isn't as sturdy as the 3 Plus, because the 3 Plus has bigger and heavier legs to combat that. But as well as the shorter legs on the 3T Plus, it also has the additional feature that it folds up like a travel tripod as well, where you fold the legs up to the ball head, and thereby making its footprint when it's folded up even shorter again, making it even easier to travel. Now, the only con I've really found on these tripods is to do with the differences between the T and the Plus. And it's the design for the center column and the design for the ball head. I wish the 360 plate was available on both, and I wish the locking system on the center column was available on both. I much prefer the locking system on the 3T Plus over the 3 Plus, as the 3 Plus is what used to be on the original Alta Pro, and I wasn't a big fan of it. I much prefer the way they've done it on the 3T Plus. So if they actually merged these two together for the 3 Plus, I think that would be just an ultimate. On the ball head as well, they've actually got rid of the tension lock. So there used to be the main knob, and then the pan knob, and then there was a friction as well, which didn't really make much sense. I didn't think. I never used it. I always just set it to default and then just used the big knob. So now there's only two. There's the main knob for actually just adjusting the ball head itself, and then you've got your pan, so you can turn the ball head left or right. And that's the great thing about the 360 plate at the top, is even though you can do all those adjustments with your ball head, you can keep it totally level, and then you can still pan left and right at the top of the plate, which, as I said before with the video I have for the hack, you can use that greatly for panoramas. So there you have it, the brand new Vanguard VEO 3 Plus and VEO 3T Plus tripods. I've been really well impressed with these tripods over the last 8 or 9 months of use, and they did address issues that I had with previous models, and then as well as that, the 3T Plus bringing out that new design ball head with a 360 plate to the very top. I think that should be on all ball heads at this stage. I think it's a really intuitive design that should be implemented across all ball heads, across all companies. Hope you liked this video, hope you got something from it. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, ring that bell to get notified every time I post up a new video, and you can find me on all the different social medias, from Instagram to Facebook, Clubhouse and all included, all under Mark Duffy Photography. And until the next time, later Gators.